What if the man you watched on screen, always calm, always collected, was silently falling apart behind the scenes? Allen Payne, the heart of House of Payne, just broke his silence after years of quiet. And what he revealed left fans stunned. Grief, depression, and soul-deep exhaustion pushed him to the edge. Now, he's saying goodbye, not just to Hollywood, but to the life he once knew. This isn't a scandal. This is real. This is raw. And this is the story you need to hear. You won't believe what happened to Allen Payne, the beloved star from House of Payne. He's broken his silence in a heartbreaking moment that left fans in shock. And after years of quiet, he's finally saying goodbye. But not just to Hollywood, to everything. What pushed him to this emotional breaking point? Allen Payne, best known for his role as CJ Payne on the hit TV series House of Payne, has long been a staple in Black television and cinema. Quiet, composed, and often staying out of the limelight, Allen has always been admired for his grace and professionalism. But recently, something unexpected happened. At 56 years old, Allen Payne publicly broke down and delivered an emotional farewell that left fans wondering, is this really the end? Before the tears and mystery, Allen Payne was a rising star who made his mark with quiet brilliance. Born Allen Roberts in Harlem, New York, he was raised in a working-class household with dreams much bigger than his zip code. His breakout moment came in 1991 when he starred opposite Wesley Snipes in New Jack City as G-Money. That role cemented Allen Payne as a serious actor with emotional depth. Then came House of Payne. When Tyler Perry cast Allen as CJ Payne, fans instantly connected with his character. CJ was the everyday man, loving, flawed, hardworking, and Allen made him real. Over the course of the show, his role became the emotional backbone of the series. But despite being a household name, Allen Payne remained one of the most private men in Hollywood. Rarely interviewed, never in tabloids, no social media accounts, and that's exactly how Allen wanted it. Behind that signature calm presence was a storm he kept buried for years, a personal tragedy that shook the foundation of his life. Allen Payne had been dealing with an unimaginable loss. His beloved mother passed away. Allen had always credited his mother as his guiding light, his strongest supporter, and the reason he remained grounded. In a rare emotional interview, Allen opened up briefly. When my mother passed, it was like I lost my center. I had to reevaluate everything. What am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Payne began stepping back from the public eye, canceling appearances and halting projects. Insiders from House of Payne revealed he had become increasingly withdrawn. Sources shared that during this period, he battled deep emotional fatigue. Not depression in the typical sense, but soul exhaustion. He wasn't just tired, he was empty. That smile you saw on camera was covering a wound no one could see. After years of dedication, Allen Payne shocked fans when he seemingly vanished from the spotlight without explanation. During filming of House of Payne's later seasons, fans noticed he was missing from several key episodes. Social media erupted with questions, but Payne stayed silent. Behind the scenes, Allen had requested a break to deal with ongoing emotional challenges. Tabloids jumped in with their own stories. Some claimed addiction issues, others speculated feuds with co-stars. None were confirmed, but the damage was done. What makes this situation tragic is that Allen was fighting a private battle with mental health, struggling with anxiety and depression, worsened by the pressure of maintaining a public persona while grieving deeply. After months of silence, Allen Payne finally broke his silence in a deeply emotional public statement. During a rare live interview, Allen appeared visibly emotional, his usual composed demeanor softened by vulnerability. "I've been through a lot," he admitted candidly. "Losing my mom, trying to keep everything together, it's been overwhelming. There were times I wanted to just walk away from it all." Allen revealed that his grief wasn't just about his mother's passing. It was compounded by personal and professional setbacks. "Sometimes it felt like the world was against me. I questioned my purpose, my path. But instead of letting despair consume him, Allen chose healing and growth. He credited therapy and support from close friends as vital lifelines. It wasn't easy, but I realized I owed it to myself and to those who believe in me to keep going." Allen announced his intention to return to acting, but on his own terms. No longer driven by pressure to please everyone, he wants to focus on projects that align with his values and passions. While Allen's statement brought hope, it revealed a complicated reality filled with challenges. Mental health remains an issue. Anxiety and depression still occasionally grip him. Professionally, he's faced uncertainties in an unforgiving entertainment world. His absence from recent seasons wasn't just about personal health, it was about fighting for respect and agency in his career. Financial strain has also been a factor. The pandemic complicated things further, halting productions and closing doors. Yet Allen's commitment to his craft remains unwavering. He's been quietly working on new projects, including independent films and producing efforts. Rumors recently surfaced about Allen possibly stepping into directing or producing full-time, signaling a major career shift. Sources reveal he's considering a memoir to share his full journey, the highs, lows, and hidden truths. Allen's revelations sent ripples throughout the entertainment industry and his fan base. Fans took to social media with overwhelming support, sharing how his roles had impacted their lives. Fellow actors praised his bravery in addressing mental health openly, yet some insiders expressed concerns that his openness might affect future casting opportunities in an image-conscious industry. This raises questions. Will Hollywood embrace Allen's truth or continue to pigeonhole him? Allen Payne's story is more than headlines. It's a human story, a reminder of struggles beneath fame's surface and the courage to face them. His willingness to speak openly breaks down stigmas that isolate those struggling behind closed doors. Questions remain. Will Allen find peace and creative fulfillment? How will Hollywood respond? What impact will his story have on mental health conversations? One thing is certain. Allen Payne's voice matters, shining light on compassion, understanding, and the ongoing fight for mental health awareness. Allen Payne's story is not just a farewell, it's a revelation. For decades, he gave the world strong, silent characters who held families together. But behind the curtain, he was desperately trying to hold himself together. His emotional unmasking shattered the myth that success and strength go hand in hand. In revealing his battles with grief, mental health, and career pressure, Allen didn't show weakness. He showed extraordinary courage. In a culture where vulnerability is often punished, especially for Black men in entertainment, Allen dared to be honest. He stripped away the armor of performance and allowed the world to see the man behind CJ Payne. A son mourning his mother, a human questioning his purpose, an artist fighting to reclaim his voice. His choice to prioritize therapy, healing, and meaningful work over fame is not a retreat. It's a powerful act of self-respect. Allen's announcement was more than a career update. It was a call to slow down, reflect, and reconnect with what matters. He's no longer chasing roles that drain him or public approval that never fills the void. He's walking a new path, one built on authenticity, mental health advocacy, and the kind of truth that saves lives, not just entertains them. And while some fear his openness could jeopardize future opportunities, the impact of his honesty ripples far beyond casting calls. Fans see themselves in his pain, in his recovery, in his courage. He's starting conversations that too often go ignored in the entertainment industry, conversations about grief, burnout, and the quiet battles we all face. So whether he returns to acting, takes up directing, or pens that memoir, Allen Payne has already given the world something far more valuable than any character: the truth. A reminder that behind every calm smile may be a silent storm, and behind every goodbye, there's often a powerful new beginning. Allen Payne may be stepping back, but his voice has never been louder, and it's one the world needs to hear.